like I said, I want to kind of stay near the two TVs and try to get her some experience and like go pretty hard with her skills and stuff and just see how we go with that. Because like normally when I get one that's like super skilled up, she dies. So I'll wait till she's done reading her magazine. I think she might have Sparky's one to read after it and then we'll get up. I don't mind hanging out in here for a bit. We did this one other time, but the TV's, I don't know if we had a generator or we powered it or something. I don't know. They're one of the favorite deathcore bands. Deathcore band Parkway Drive A, bunch of fucking Aussies. Great dudes. I'm also a fucking Aussie, so yeah. We also had, was it shots from first bodybuilding show? Oh yeah. A slight hit in your sadness levels and stress looting bodies now. Yeah, I got stressed. I got physical stress from going and looting earlier because of the weight. We got damage on her before. It was wild. I was like, what the fuck am I hurt from? I haven't done any exercise. No. I'm also questioning how her hearing is because like I don't know. I can hear zombies in some things, but then when they come through the buildings, I can't always hear them. It's weird. Let me grab the tape out of there. What else have we got? I've got books on this one. I mustn't be able to read all of the... I mustn't be able to reach the ones in this one. Because this one's got other stuff. We've got... let's do survival stuff. I'll put that on. Give me an extra tape or two, and that way I can maybe get a bit of extra experience. Grab all the cooking show ones. Woodland, fucking don't know. All right, try send your ass back down now, and we should be within range of the TV. What did I put in it? Did I put a tape in? We'll find out. It'll either be woodcraft again or it won't. Exposure, survival, that's fine. Where are the books? Because I thought we could reach that stand that had the books on it. Okay, I might not be able to reach the book stand. Hold on. Let me move over a little bit because I thought it was like here somewhere. Well, there it is. All right, we've got all the books here and electronics and shit. I do want to hit up some of the electronics and pull them apart if I can while I'm seated here. Books, flyers, brochures, comics for enjoyment purposes. Grab all those. I know these aren't quite what I wanted, but this is fine. Sit your ass back down. Actually, you're a little bit too far from the TV, but this will do. You can start reading up some of these. Hunter. When she's done with that, I want to have a look at that as well. So that way I can kind of get some, like, the tape's already fucking done. And what do we got on the broadcast system? Made a broadcast. Average temperature, that's fine. I'm not really worried about the temperature. I was wondering if it told me more about it. Because I tuned this in. I thought it's on the emergency broadcast thing. Because it's saying shit like that. But I also don't feel like it's actually tuned to the right station. I don't know if it's this NNR radio or something else. Let's try that one. Tune into that. I think it will like immediately like change over what we had. Do you guys know which one's supposed to be the fucking one that's supposed to tell us like the story and shit? I know one of them does in the background. I just don't know which one does because I never paid too close of attention to it, you know? What else? The European stomach goes boom when in contact with anything hotter than normal chili. This is a shit ton of guns. A gun store, huh? Hold on. Where's the gun store? I'm guessing that's Louisville? Maybe? That looks like somewhere. You ever listen to the full news reporting as Zomboid? I mean, I think we had it on one of the like channels at one point in one of my first games, and I don't know which one it was, so I haven't been able to like put it back on it, because when I first played my very first life in Zomboid, I was a little bit overwhelmed with like figuring out even just like basic inventories, moving around, fighting, stuff like that kind of stuff. So I really didn't, I didn't pay too much attention to what was being said in a lot of the stuff. And I'm like, oh, it's fine. It will probably like, I figured it would kind of like loop and I'd hear it again later. I figured it was probably the same thing all the time. But yeah, apparently it's kind of like unique kind of broadcasts and stuff. So that was, yeah, I missed a lot of it. Like even at the moment, these two are canceling these out, so I can't like read them properly, you know. Hey, Top Red Bear, how you been? I think I got electrical. Was that what just happened? Carpentry. Well, that can't fucking hurt. If I have carpentry too, I can go steal the bed across the road. Sweet. Alright, well that might be a thing to do tonight, is go and steal a bed from one of the neighbouring houses. If that's the case, I'm going to have to drop a lot of the stuff off me and also fill up my drink bottle in the back as well. So we'll go do that. Chuck everything off me back in there if I can. And also whatever's in my backpack. Oh, that's where all my... I found the books. I knew there was somewhere. Fucking somewhere on me. Can you grab all of those and chuck them in there too if it fits, you know? Got a stack of steel sorts of bodybuilding shows the trophies. Some of our ex took them, didn't know. Oh yeah. I don't know. I only have like a couple of photographs from when I actually did weightlifting, when I had a personal trainer at the very beginning and stuff. Because after that, I used to just go to the gym by myself. Like I'd go morning and night. So before and after work, every day of the week, except for Saturday, I could only go once because they closed at like midday, and Sunday they were closed. So I'd only just go for a walk instead. So yeah, I never really like have any like, apart from obviously the photographs of myself that exist in general, I don't have any like evidence of me being in like the gyms and shit. But it doesn't matter. It's not like I'll ever be sharing like photographs and stuff anyway, so it's fine. Let's go right across this road because I think there's a couple of houses over here. I know there's a single bed, like a double bed over there, but we'll go over to this way because there were a couple of zombies over here the other day. And it's absolutely pissing it down raining, so there's that. So there's 3 on that house. Let's go to this one down here. Because I don't really want to have to fight too many zombies over here, but I will fight them if I need to. She's getting ridiculously tired though, so ideally I'd like to just grab a bed and come back, you know. Cake was yummy. Got some apple crumble and chocolate cake and coffee. $6, quite expensive, but I'm planning, was it in a small cafeteria on top of a mountain? Oh yeah. Let's go around the back and make sure we've got like a clear line of sight in this place. Oh, there's a dead guy in there. I don't remember the last time I had like cake, honestly. I don't even know if I had it for like any, like my partner's birthday or anything like that. Oh, hello. Your door's broken. If you want to break this one down, that would be great. I'll start on your window. This looks like it's its own room. If they can go to that one, I'll try on this one. If we can. Yeah, it's been like a hot minute since I've had like any kind of like cakey kind of desserts or anything like that. If you stay in there, love, I'll try like the front of your house, honestly. Just get my ass up around here. Because now that she's away from the front door, this one is locked. I could try like the bathroom. That one does look like it's sealed. Come on, try the window. Any day now, love. I feel like this place is like hard down locked, but I also don't see a single bed, and I'm here for a single bed, not fight zombies. This place might have a single. Maybe it does have a dead zombie in it, but I'm not that worried about a zombie. If this room's got one, it's a fucking double bed. Damn it. I mean, I'll still take a double bed if I can take a double bed. Whoop. I didn't think that was going to open then for a second. I'm gonna jump on through there. Shut the... Close the window, yeah. Close the window. Grab the curtains. Remove the curtains. And we'll keep going. Let me see if I can pull up this bed, because I think I've got a carpentry 2 now, but I may not have like a good chance to pull it up. The more things I pull apart, the better. Plus, it will tell me if there's any fucking zombies in this house. There's definitely like one over in that one. Not that worried about it. That doesn't sound like that worked. That's a one of 4. All right, tell you what, give me the extra pillows. There are clean jeans. Let me wear those ones. Key to the residence. I'm pretty sure I found my way in anyway. I have been hoarding pillows. Those are great. CD player. I think we've got a CD player as is. Okay, we've only got... I'm hoping this zombie at my feet is dead. Oh, it's barricaded. Oh, neat. Okay, I didn't even notice that. I can hear a zombie in here and a crowbar. That'll be good. Okay, I can definitely hear like something's in there. There we go. Now it's banging. I also am not sure if this is the update where they have like a chance to be able to open shit on their own. Ideally, that would be great to avoid. Let me grab whatever books you got, VHSs. There is a lot of VHSs around here, I noticed. I don't want to stay near that room if I can avoid it. Let me grab some, well, I think that's dangerous uncooked. And you look like you're kind of dying from the weight of shit, so we will leave that be. Grabbing my marinara sauce. Hopefully we can get out of here before that thing breaks out. Take a little bit of extra canned food. Like I said, we're not living in this town. We're just like bunkering down for the first few days while we got like electricity and stuff, because it does have like the, what do you call it? It's got the VHS place. All right. This place down here also looks like it's a double bed. Go back across the road. I'll find out what that building is, I guess. So I'm guessing if I leave that alone for long enough, it might maybe break the door, the barricade. There's stuff in here. So this place has got a bed. It's got a double bed. I'm specifically trying to take like a single bed. I could dismantle a lot of the shit in that house. I also don't think I killed that zombie. Oh, you fucking dropped your glasses, love. Where are they? Hold on. Pop those shit back on. I didn't even know she could trip and drop them like that. That's wild. I guess she's tired. Okay, let's get your ass back up home. I know you're hurting from everything, but there is one dude in the area. We'll have to be careful of that. I do like this one because it's got like a solid wall. I feel like some of my previous like blockbusters and stuff, I feel like this was all a glass wall, and it was horrid because like it's just so much visibility. Okay, so now we've got another curtain we can add to this. I mean, it's not perfect. I do want to be able to see out, so I don't get surprised by zombies and shit. But one door is better than having all of these being closed curtains. It's better than having all of this visible, ideally. Oh yeah. Fresh information about the Nox virus. Cool beans. Alright, so I guess we should probably feed you. I could go next door and get like other stuff. I want to eat like the cake and shit. Cake. We'll save the butter for later. There's cake batter we could cook. How are you bored? You just ate a fucking cake. I guess because it was frozen. Okay, well, she's extremely bored now because she ate 2 frozen cakes. I did choose a freezer. Intentionally. Alright, you want to eat the ice cream. That's fine. Alright, I think we can sleep in the bathroom again. I want to put on a timer. We'll get your ass up in here. So, you sit down for a second and I'll set up your alarm. We're going to be awake a couple of times tonight. I'm going to set your alarm to, if we can, it would be like just before midnight. Probably that. Do that. Now get yourself some sleep. Yep. Honestly, I should put some pillows on the floor in here. It would be great. Alright. She's tense, probably because of all the shit she's wearing. It's fine. Alright. You've got a second. Do you want to wash your clothing just real quick? keep an eye on that fucking TV because these things have been going off like early. What is she? In minor pain. Fine. Okay, that's enough washing of stuff for the minute. You go sit your ass out here. Let's sit you down. Actually, I don't think I got... Oh, I brought home a couple of tapes. You sit on the ground. We should be able to reach this. Device options. Give me that. So I grabbed a couple of tapes in one of the nearby houses, which at least should stop her from being, like, uncomfortably bored. I'm gonna hit play on that shit. Let's dismantle that. I've also got, like, fresh cheese and stuff, which you can eat that when she's done. She's still kind of sad, weepy. Oh, she's dismantling something. I'm like, I thought she was opening something. I was so confused. It's fine. Served. I've got to move that, honestly. Either way, this thing should be theoretically going off soon. I don't know which one. I don't know specifically. This is fine. Let's... can I rip these up? No. Okay. I don't have anything else on me that I think I can kind of like tinker with. So let's grab something else nearby. I'm pretty sure I left like quite a considerable amount of stuff in here. I read all of those. I have like a lot of tapes still to go. I've got a lot of brochures and shit that I've got to get through as well, which is fine. As long as she's got food and stuff, we can sit her ass back down. There we go. TV's on. TV's doing shit. Alright. You. Device options. Let's change you out. What do we got in the nearby stuff? This is where my fucking other books are. Neat. Yeah, I can't fit those. I won't be able to read all of them in the one sitting, but I'm just saying. What can we do? Woodcraft 7? Let's put Woodcraft 7 on. And she's like super, super happy now. Alright, sit your... Actually, fuck it. Let's go grab the goddamn... this thing. Give me the chair. The reason why I want this is I'm going to go put it in front of the TV, because logically speaking, if I sit on something that's a little nicer than the ground, she'll love that shit. Plop that down probably as close to that as possible. It should be fine. I'll rotate it in a second. I think that'd be good. Rotate that. I don't super want it to be facing the TV, ironically. I actually want it to be facing... Or I don't know if it rotated. Okay. I want it to be facing this way so I can see out of this place. So while she sits here, we've got some stuff to dismantle. Obviously, I cannot reach the TV from this spot. Where were the things that I had to dismantle? Okay, I don't see any of the shit that I have to dismantle, but have a read of the other stuff. A mall? Crossroads Mall. There's food stuff. I think I've seen where that is. I have not been in it before, but I drove near it. I find it funny that I got it again. Fossil Field was a baseball stadium, I think. Nice. Louisville State University. I think I've seen that before. Yeah, I've seen that. I haven't been up into Louisville ever at this point. Like I said, eventually, when I get to a point where I feel like I'm capable of going up that way, I will. And that will be kind of like the benchmark for me, kind of like pushing into a different difficulty. I'd love to get to this fucking taco place before it's like rotted as well, but I think... Oh, it's within there. Okay. Well, you're mostly otherwise good. You can have some juice while we're sitting here. I will have to mark up the couple places. I know that there is a grocery store up around the corner that I'm gonna want to go to. Since we are otherwise good for the minute, I want to put all your VHSs back in here. Can more VHSs in here if we can. I'm not sure if I put like a stack of pillows on the bathroom floor in here, if that's going to like give her like more comfort. I assume it should. It's just like a weird option. I also want her to read like the mechanics and shit, because we have got a wrench And I could work on like a couple of the cars nearby without too much of a difficulty. I also must have got my claw hammer out at some point, which I think she just put away into here maybe. No. Okay, I've got a crowbar, which I don't want to kind of walk around with. I could sharpen that, pliers, rope, all that shit can go on the stand for the moment. And I'll dump all the comic books and shit out if I can. I don't want to put the food into the stack. Alright, I'll put the food into the thing for the moment. Or over here, this works too. This will be close enough to me. We'll go back to sleep for a little bit. I'll set her alarm on to wake up in the morning. There's even fucking more in here. My god, there's more woodcraft. I want to bring these two out near the front because I obviously haven't watched them yet. The mega department, fitness. Fitness sounds like that will give me skills. Maybe. What else have we got back here? That could be like a school type thing. Maybe it might have education that way. No, none of those. Survival 5. I'll bring them out and around the front. Operation Fort Knox sounds like that might teach me something. Cooking show. Alright, I'll bring those around the front later. There's another cooking show. Dark Agent. I don't know if that teaches me anything. I've watched that. Survival. The nice thing is it at least ticks if you have watched something. You know, it's nice in that way. I don't think I brought the pillows in here, but this is fine. I do want a time on. Hold on. I want an alarm on for before morning. Set alarm. I want it to be like 5:30-ish. If you can, you're not going to want to sleep, are you? Hold on. Where was the ability to sleep? If I have to get the sleeping thingies, I'll get the sleeping thingies, but I'd rather her... I was able to sleep in here earlier. What happened? No, I don't want to walk to it. Hold on, stand up. What happened to us being able to sleep in the bathroom? Okay, I apparently... Oh, shit. Apparently can't sleep in here. Yeah, you might fill up your drink bottle. That's probably a good idea, actually. Can you sleep on the toilet? No, they took that away. I didn't know that you could even do that, but yeah. They took away the ability to sleep on the toilet. But I was able to sleep in this room earlier. That's why I'm confused about it. I do want to go over to the grocery store, but I don't want to do it in like the middle of the fucking night, you know? Like I could work on some of the cars out there, but I also don't want to do that in the middle of the night. I might do is I might just quickly walk around and just fill up my backpack with a few more of the tapes, because there's a shit ton here. There's more than I've ever seen spawn before. I know some of them you can read. Like you can read the casing on them. Some of them you can just watch, but there's so many to watch. And if I only have like a finite amount of time with the electricity, I do kind of want to try to shove the best ones that I can find in here, you know? I don't know. There's a cooking show one. We'll shove them there. I figure anything that says it's going to do cooking, survival, woodcraft, that kind of stuff sounds like it's going to teach me something. These, I don't know. They sound like they might have something because they do, like there's editions of it. Like the fitness one, I feel like we should be able to take that as well. Survival again. I've watched a few like random shows. I thought I watched Survival Instinct, but maybe I haven't. Hey Shadow, what are you up to? What are you hollering over there? I think we've got all of the tapes from like this end of the building-ish kind of thing. Maybe? Mega department. Wait a minute, was that woodcraft again? No, it was woodland. I keep seeing the woodland one and thinking it's the woodcraft. So, you know, morning or evening. It is midnight for me. So, yeah, evening. I'm awake at night and I'm asleep during the day. So this is like, it gets complicated because this is technically nighttime in Australia, but it is technically day for me. So yeah, you're never really wrong when you like come in and say like good morning or good night or good evening or whatever. I will normally like just accept it's whatever, you know? All right, let's plonk your ass back down in front of this. I probably should have put it closer, but this'll do. And let's shove a few more tapes in here because I got a couple that look like they do car stuff. I got a couple that look like they do like woodcrafty stuff. I don't know if I grabbed my books or not. If she's not gonna sleep, we might as well do like productive shit. Actually, where'd I put her books? Hold on. I'm gonna grab her fucking mechanic book thing. We're gonna read that. We might also dismantle those. Maybe. I don't know where there it is. Alright, I found her fucking books. So I found her books. I think we've read all the things. This'll do us. Let's sit our ass down here. Sit our ass back down. It's a good evening. It's a good morning, but not actually, basically. Yeah, look, it gets confusing because when I say that, like, when I eat, like, my one meal of the day thing, right, when I have my food, I technically eat it at breakfast time, but it's kind of technically my dinner because I eat it before I go to bed. But like logistically speaking, it's morning usually when that happens. So yeah, shit be complicated. I don't want it to start into something just yet because the tape will probably finish. So we're going to dismantle the watch because that will probably run out pretty soon. Also, I should keep an eye on if she's actually getting skills. I think she's getting carpentry from Carzone, maybe, or she just got a skill recently. I'm not sure. What else can I pop in here? So, just bear with me for a second. We've got Woodland, we've got Woodcraft 1, Edition 1. We'll play that one. And then we'll read the... I don't know why. I was wondering if I double-clicked that. Hold on. Click it once, and we'll start reading the... wherever I put it, the mechanics book. There we go. Alright, nice. Is this 42-16? No clue. It's whatever the latest is. I don't know which one the latest is, but yeah, my community did a vote for if I continue my existing save or if I start a fresh game. So yeah, it was resoundingly a fresh game. So we're starting a fresh game. This is technically not my base. This is a temporary location that I normally start in West Point. We are going to live in West Point. We're going to live in probably the normal house. But I wanted to start in Riverside because last save I had, I went and I cleared out Riverside pretty heavy and I found this place. And I thought it would be really interesting to start up here because there's a lot of like VHSs, there's a lot of book places, there's like quite a lot of resources. I am like very lightly familiar with the area and I kind of thought this would be a pretty good start. So I've got myself 2 TVs. I've got one that can play VHSs and one that's tuned into like, you know, the regular scheduled like TV program things. And then I've already gone and we've looted a bit of food. We've looted like a bit of like books and stuff like that. And yeah, I'm just trying to like, while we have electricity, because I have a really bad kind of consistent thing where we legitimately just lose, what do you call it? We lose power usually on like the 2nd or 4th day consistently. My last save, we had power for like 30 days, which was the longest I've ever seen it, which was wild. So I don't know how long I'll have it here for, but I've already got a few buckets of water like filled up, and yeah, to find a bucket on day 1, I've got 2 cars already, so we're doing pretty good, which means when I want to travel, I will be able to put some stuff into that car. Like, I don't know if I'm going to take the deep freezer. I probably won't take 2 TVs. I'll probably leave this set up here, but then when we move, like, I'll want to take like a lot of my resources, a lot of the like learning materials and shit with me if I can. Also, look, I'm in Shadow Anger. I assume you may be the Shadow that I was just talking to on YouTube, perhaps? If not, let me know. But yeah, welcome in. I'm also trying to make sure that we're using the VHSs as efficiently as I can, for the most part. and she won't go to sleep right now. We were sleeping in the bathroom of this room, but apparently I can't sleep in the bathroom now. I don't know why. Literally just a day within the game has changed and I can't, so yeah. I'm also not putting her on fast forward because a lot of these VHSs run like pretty quick.